nowadays is not building too tanky. Jace, after all, is going to be more tanky how early that was. I mean, they knew that MT and just blue side Elises in general, when they have a Thresh down there, like to go for this. But Faker in a little bit of trouble. Already the speed up coming in, the dash from Kuzan. Won't follow up with a flash, but here's Bank in the top lane. Blank rather, Untara laying down that damage. A couple of missiles, but Zoan is going to get away without even using flash. The risk, or let them know where you are. And Blank, he hasn't gone back just yet. He is very low.
He has flash.
Yeah.
Oh, this should be a dead Faker.
Faker, he doesn't have any summoners. The flash coming in, he does dodge, but look at this. He's got nowhere to run. That's going to be first blood over to Kuzan on the Lucian in the mid lane.
The second,
so just struggling to stay alive underneath this turret, and the Tainted Corruption will come out here. Snowflower with the big play, but the flash forward from Wolf. And the Fate's Call actually will save Snowflower, who did go on that mission to save Teddy's life, so good play there.
And the pressure from SKT is bottom side. That's where most of their control wards out. Now they're fancying going for perhaps a dive, though. There are wards on teleport. There is equalizer here.
Oh boy, teleport coming out though from Soan. We'll see if they actually go for it. The equalizer comes out and Teddy is locked down, but they decide not to dive that turret.
The Jace teleporting in. If you dive in there, you're guaranteed to go down. Too much burst. And in the meantime, at least being able to push without an equalizer up here. If he gets caught out of position in the near future, he is going to be dope. Thresh has a great route to dive topside. This is exactly the play that they're going for. They need Rek'Sai to respond. We're going to see some action in about 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, we got him coming up here. It is going to be a 3-on-2. He's trying to check that brush, but Blank, he might just face check it here. He doesn't know. He's going to eat that cocoon into the hook, and that's going to do it. They feed it on over to Soan in the top lane, and immediately Untara even has to back off that turret.
Beautiful macro for the mid lane. Faker has been under pressure the entire game. If they can just drop that out there, but they're going to go for a dive onto bottom, they still have Fate's Call. That's how difficult it is to pressure this lane. There's so much crowd control and damage, but the mobility, the difficultiness of diving this, although they are bringing reinforcements with Syndra roaming down.
They get this hook here onto Blank. There's the Void Rush. Snowflower still eating a bit of damage. Here comes Faker going over the wall, but he eats that cocoon. Can they burst him down? They're looking for the kill. He gets super low, but the heal is going to save him for now. Big slow, but the culling from the mid lane. Kuzan makes his way down, and that is going to be a fantastic conversion for JinAir as they pick up the kill.
Kuzan with the drive-by like he owes him money. Goes
very, very close. I mean, Jace known to be one of these extremely fast pushers if he's left alone in the lane, and he does do that. Although Soan, he is going to be tracked down here. Blank coming on in. Can they convert this for a kill? Blank is not going to get that on Burrow. Forces the flash out here. Snowon going over the wall. The Void Rush does come through, and they do pick it up, but they do lose their mid to a fight, but smartly enough, they do back off.
SKT is great at disengaging. They're also great at finding opportunities for Dragon. Wait, hold on.
Okay, we got this on Burrow. Good flash out of MT, but he's not going to be able to get out of that on Burrow. He turns it around. Oh, look at that burst damage. Blank is going to go down in the end of it as both Kuzan and MT, very fed at this point, they were able to just turn that one right away onto Blank.
That is not a... You've got at least more damage and tankiness, and Thresh can always sacrifice a wealth of his own hit points because you have Fate's Call that will still keep you a relevant factor in teamfights.
Untara, you can't be face checking the brush here. Not really the brush, but just running through the mountain.
Time for JinAir to have to fight back, to be slow in their process of vision acquisition, but instead they're just going to skip all the steps and go straight for a Baron rush relying on Ren.
Yeah, they're just doing this. I mean, SKT knows about it. They don't have any vision just yet. Finally, a ward goes down. But the TP coming on in. Tension is building, and Kuzan, he's going to find Wolf in the jungle. He picks him out underneath there, and the Rend is easily going to be able to pick up that Baron, so a kill, and the Baron goes over to JinAir.
Blank tries the heroics, but heroes cannot beat mathematics. Rend does too much two-manning it, which gives you a higher number of spears than had they started it with someone already there.
We also got to look at Kuzan's one-on-one, if you can really call it that, against Wolf, where he just incredible mechanics right on there. And look at this, they're trying to go for Kuzan. There's 4 members up in the top lane. Everybody's up there. 5 members of SKT are looking for a pick onto the Lucian as they're losing an inhibitor.
Yeah, this is SKT being full desperation here. It's all falling apart for them. They're going to already need to be looking at the second game because not choosing to defend that tower against a no siege composition with short range carries when you have these Barons is not the proper move. Instead, Faker will now pay for his life. I don't see how he's getting out of this one, but who knows? He just might.
Yeah, I mean, this is Faker, but as you said, mathematics, Faker even can't go and a 1v4.
Under 30.
Faker also used both of his summoners as he was trying to go 1v4, which generally is not a good idea. Felt like he had a chance to get out of that one, but as we could see, the 4 men collapsing did the job. And now with Baron, Faker just getting up now, they're going to easily push onto this inhibitor. You guys can see the picture-in-picture here as Sowan versus Untara continues, but even with Faker up, they can't take the fight against JinAir at this point. They're too far behind.
He tries for us to see a third one going down and JinAir threatening a base.
So here we go. They're just going to tank it up. Don't even need the minions at this point, as they were just waiting for the timing of the rest of the members of SKT to be out of position. Very safe, very standard, secure push here from JinAir. And not much that SKT can do about it. They're just laying over and dying at this point. They might be able to get Empty here as he comes out of the sky. Will flash away. Kuzan doing the culling on the left side. And they're just going for it. They're pushing. They got 3 lanes of super minions now. Big super minions, double super minions. And they're going to be going for it. Big death sentence into the cocoon. Goodbye, Untara. Although he does get that Zhonya's there at the last second. Nice job by Wolf to try to make this interesting. They're looking for more kills. So many low members. Kuzan, 1v5. Can he do it? Looks like he should be able to. He's got a lot of health, too. Not quite 1v5 as Teddy's coming in here. That's going to be game number 1 going over to JinAir in an absolute 28-minute-and-a-half stomp against SKT.
Lean. This looks like game 1 of SKT against KT. It was so one-sided, and it felt like many times where Kennen support was a heavy favorite in the meta. Do something that you give them more room.
Okay, wait, hold that thought. Teddy does get the jump over the wall there with the help of Bang, who just got close enough to allow him to auto-attack, but I feel like if you get to a certain level, okay, never mind, hold that thought. Faker, he's going to be forced to flash. He's turning around and actually fighting this one, but there it is. Will he actually flash? The heal comes out, they're looking to fight still, and finally he goes for the flash. And that is not what you want when you're going up against LeBlanc Lee Sin.
Okay, Faker, what are you doing? Because you also opted to burn the...
We'll see what they can actually do with the lead this large. It's going to be pretty funny to see. Teddy, though, eating a lot of damage.
Yeah. Blast cone.
Yeah, blasting clone. You can see exactly how passively they're playing so far. They can sniff this one out. And here we go. They're going to spot it. Will they go for the dive? How will this go? The polymorph coming down, the teleport as well. First blood does go over to Bang, and Wolf was tanking that turret, so it is going to work out. But here comes Kuzan with his TP. He wants a double kill. Is going to pick up Peanut, but he misses the chain onto Wolf, and that will mean only one.
And now Kuzan gets to go back into the lane, but he still has a kill under his belt and a couple of stacks to that Dark Seal.
Yeah, look at this. Faker, he was sitting in the brush. He was looking for Kuzan, wasn't expecting the rotation. And Empty coming from the left side. They're looking for this play. The flash on him. They get the slow. There's the Q and the hop out. That will be an extra kill going over to Empty. Nicely placed. And he's come all the way around. He really wants this pick, but Peanut is waiting in the wings, coming over to get his Raptors. There's the flash from Faker. At least they're going to get that flash. The Seismic Shove will not pick up Umti. They cannot follow up for a kill.
That's a great angle, and he had no idea that Peanut was coming there, actually.
Oh, and look at this. Bang and Wolf, they were going aggressive. There's the flash in from Teddy, and the Rend in the last Q will come in and pick up the kill, and Wolf is going to go down 2, a straight-up 2v2 that goes to JinAir.
And JinAir is walking away with this
world. They've just been doing their own thing. No ganks have gone up there. And with the rest of SKT not really doing much, they're going to need something. So here we go. Chain of Corruption comes down. There is the equalizer. Teddy taking a ton of damage, but the stun out of Snowflower. They still pick up the kill, though. And now Snowflower trying to turn around. That might just be his death. But look at this. The TP on in from Sowan and Kuzan. They're looking for more. They get Lulu. They get Varus. Peanut is going to go down to the turret. Can they get Untara? Doesn't look like it, but a big turnaround in all the TPs from JinAir.
That's good proactivity. Still does not have flash and can get popped immediately. Oh, he's about to die.
Oh, look at this, coming in from behind the flash kick, and that should be his life, as he has absolutely no chance and does go down. The turnaround here, though, Teddy and Snowflower getting aggressive when they saw Peanut earlier on. That's going to be a double kill in the top lane for SKT.
Second time seems to be SKT's charm, and now it's a race up defending your turrets. It looks like for Jarvan Rumble to kill Camille than it is for LeBlanc, Lee Sin, and... Oh, here we go.
He knows it's coming, it looks like. And, oh, nice kick out of the way of that combo. The hook shot coming in for the stun. So1 is going to be tanking that up, but it is going to be enough damage. Meanwhile, there's a big dive up in the top lane as they do secure the kill in the bot lane. There is no trade up in top, it looks like, as Teddy does survive. And that's going to be the tower going down first here to JinAir in the bot lane.
That was just beautiful execution from the side of JinAir, utilizing the kick to stop the flag and dragon, then combo it well, utilizing your Hextech Ultimatum to dodge a turret shot, make sure that your spells come back in order. And this game has been all about ulti.
Oh, and look at this. Snowflower, they're trying to go 2v4. What's going on? Why are you sticking around? That's not going to work. That's going to be 2 extra kills going over to SKT. But we do have this rotation out of So1 and out of Kuzan. Can they pick up more than just 1 kill? It doesn't look like it, but they get the bottom tier too.
Plain 5v5, especially in AoE damage, and they need to be taking out as many turrets as possible to not allow the 1-3-1 formation that JinAir want to go for.
He's caught in the jungle, and that's going to be him going down immediately. Everything used here by SKT in terms of ultimate abilities to make sure that they do take him out.
That's big. That guy was 5-0. He was so critical for what JinAir has been going for, and now SKT can continue to group up here. Without the engage is going to be lackluster. Wall comes out.
Snowflower in a little bit of trouble. The wall does go down, though, as it looks like they don't want too much more. Oh, the big engage here from Snowflower, the huge stun onto everybody. And look at Kuzan from the back. It looks like they're going to get a kill in the back here from So1. He's still alive. So many low members. It's going to be up to Kuzan and Teddy. They're looking for more. Snowflower's still alive somehow, some way. He got that stun onto Untara, and now it's Kuzan versus Untara, the 1v1. He misses that chains, and he is going to take the blasting plant. Will Kuzan go on the chase? Nice escape here from Untara for now.
That should be Baron.
They're looking for it. Untara, I mean, he's still on the run. Basically, they're just putting Kuzan on chasing duty, but that's about it. A huge fight win there from JinAir, as they do pick that up.
They won a 4v5. That was a 4v5 that JinAir just found the way to engage, and so much of it came down to Snowflower tanking so much of the important damage. His HP is already as low as it could have gotten, and it opens up so much room for Teddy. The teleport from Kuzan.
Just yet. Should be the slow, patient Baron push in the 1-3-1 out of JinAir. Has already lots of damage coming down, and Kuzan so ready to take that 1v1. Faker almost going down at the end. Kuzan hitting too many turret shots, but will win that trade in the end and continues pushing the bottom lane.
That's exactly the play pattern that LeBlanc wants to go for. That's why she's so powerful with this itemization. The Gunblade means that she can dive the turret, chunk you out, and then regenerate back onto the minion wave. And then you have just lingering around saying whichever side wants to engage on will be met by a Lee Sin who is 5-1-0. Now they're thinking about tier 2 in the mid. Engage top side though.
Yeah, someone is not looking good against that, especially with the equalizer, so he may go down here, and down he goes. So a nice conversion out of SKT, going for the 2v1, the help of Rumble. That should push JinAir back for now.
Pings for a teleport here. I think SKT want more, but it might be too late.
Block him down, even though Kuzan is still waiting in the wings, looking for that high-octane play you were talking about. The wall comes down here, and Faker, he jumps on over very confidently, taking a bunch of damage from Teddy. And the teleport coming in will have to be canceled. But look at the bottom lane. SKT doesn't get anything, and the inhibitor is going to go down.
Bold TP there, and So1
very carefully pushing in.
You know, it's in these moments where you could truly see the value of a LeBlanc clone. SKT would lose their brains, but they're going to lose Jarvan.
And look at the wall coming down. Faker, he wants to come on in. Untara, though, is going to eat it, and all of a sudden this turns into a 1v2 for Faker. The rest of SKT, they're trying to rotate on down, but JinAir's following them. The chains are going to come here, but SKT, they're not confident to take the fight. And so that's just going to be a dead Jarvan for 40 seconds, and JinAir's control of the Rift.
Curious that JinAir did not opt out to amp the pressure even further by starting out at Baron. There was no vision available. Instead, they will TP Sohwan into the bottom side to continue to pressure this lane, or perhaps offer a bodyguard position in this new Baron attempt from JinAir. It gets started out right away, and there is no vision, so they are going to have to rush in here to check it out.
Yeah. And again, Teddy's on this Callista. He has the Ren stacks already building up, and SKT, they're just going to have to give this one away. Not willing to fight a 4v5 would certainly mean the game.
Air is that can respond to anything at will, and SKT just seemingly have so many options that they just don't take any. They're completely at the mercy of what JinAir wants to do.
JinAir just laying it down pretty easily. The Chain of Corruption is going to go on to with the Polymorph, and so down he will go. Starting the 4v5, though, is JinAir. They get the huge stun out of Snowflower once again. He will give his life for that play, but that will be the life for the game. And it looks like JinAir, with all these members going down, and the clean ace, is going to pick up game number 2.
And SKT fans around the world are stunned as their team is now 0-6. 3 match losses in a row, 6 games in a row, and JinAir thrive on that. This is the JinAir that we wanted to see. Beautiful macro play, great understanding of team compositions, and with the abilities that are at their disposal, they can do it so excellently, and a clean 2-0 over SKT.
They made that look easy. They made that look like they were playing up against Ever 8. Look at how happy they are in the booth now. They were all business after game 1, but here they are showing their true emotions. Taking out this weakened, this maimed SKT team, making it look pretty easy. Those guys definitely should be very happy with their performance. Sohwan coming on in, looking fantastic, but really the MVP of the series. I think I'd have to give this one over to
Absolutely. He had so much to say. You could argue that the resources he put into the game were also exemplified by what Kuzan was doing in this game. He got some help, he turned it around, he helped both top, bottom when he could, and made the game work. Whereas for SKT, there's so much that needs to be addressed here. I think that they're looking at the synergies in their top and jungle, but they have to look at their compositions, the way that they're playing the game. It's not just a matter